So it seems like today turned into a Latin oblique day because a lot of the exercises we're focusing on are teaching you how to work in a lateral flexing motion and a lateral rotating motion, all right? And one of the exercises we use for that the most is standing side oblique crunches. Now, you've heard me talk a lot of times before about the difference between open chain exercises and closed chain exercises, right? Open chain exercise, one of the main concepts behind an open chain exercise is that your feet are not going to be in contact on the floor. Like if I was laying down flat on my backside and my feet were off the ground, that makes it an open chain exercise because there's no contact. Where if I'm in the standing position, that's a closed chain exercise. And if you had to ask yourself, would you rather train open chain or closed chain, what do you think the answer should be? The answer should be closed chain, and here's the reason why. When you train closed chain, I want you to think about all the situations you would use your core strength for. Let's look at the athletes, all right? Throwing a baseball, right? Swinging a baseball bat. Throwing a punch. Hopefully you're punching a bag and not somebody in a bar. Shooting a basketball, if you're swimming, if you're throwing a softball, right? If you're swinging a golf club, all these exercises where you're using your core to create force and rotate, you're standing on your own 2 feet. And a big part of the exercise is pushing off one foot and shifting your weight to the other foot, which really helps you get your lower abs involved. You also have to use your side obliques and your posterior chain to help stabilize everything because you're standing upright. Where when you're laying down on the ground, right? And you're in a closed chain position right here, the only thing I'm fucking working right here is the front side of my body. I'm not working my lats, I'm not working my obliques, I'm not working the posterior side of my body. I'm really not working my lower abs too much because my feet aren't connected to the ground. I'm not including my hips. I'm solely working my abdominal muscles right here, which isn't a bad thing, but when you come to the totality of trying to combine everything together and make it a singular, functioning unit, that's why for a lot of you guys and girls watching who've been working out for years, you ever go to your gym and you see the guys who are built like a fucking brick shit house, but they walk around and they look like they're in fucking pain all the time? It's because they train individual body parts. They never do anything to properly put everything together. So you can be big and strong, but if you can't move, it ain't fucking worth anything. Anyway, whole other different topic, right? Let's go back to standing side obliques, right? So standing side obliques, what I'm gonna do, I'm focusing on lateral flexion side to side, which is actually more important than you think, all right? When you go to walk, there should be a lot of lateral flexion from one side and a lot of lateral flexion to the other side, right? So what this exercise is gonna do is gonna focus on you opening, expanding and closing the distance between your 9th rib and your hip right here, right? I'm gonna take my kettlebell. Now, I gotta say this because this fucking pisses me off. It doesn't piss me off, but it pisses me off that people just can't get the concept. But it's 2021, and no, I shouldn't be that fucking surprised, right? So, let's get 2 equal weights. First, let's find 2 equal weights right here. So, if Jay has 20 pounds in one hand, and Jay has 20 pounds in the other hand, and Jay goes back and forth like this, what is Jay doing? Jay's not doing fucking shit. I hope you guys can understand that concept because I see so many people doing this and they're sitting there going back and forth like a friggin' Riri, and it makes no sense. You're wasting your time. Now, if you took one weight and you did it to the one side, now you'll actually be doing something because you don't have the other side counterbalancing you, all right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a 35-pound kettlebell, right? I think I got as heavy as like 60 on these. And there's 2 ways you can go. You can go same side arm, same side leg, or opposite arm, opposite leg. They both work differently. I like going same side arm, same side leg, so I have to stabilize more my hip and oblique on this side. But you can do it the other way too. If you notice, I'm barely putting any weight on this foot, or my weight's on my right side. The reason why I stand on one foot is because if you do both feet, you'll notice you shift your hips side to side, and all you're doing is shifting the hips. You're not working the obliques. But if I stand on one leg, I have to stabilize a lot more with my hips, forcing my obliques to work. And all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do 7 reps up and down, side to side. Now we talked about the front circle, back circle concept. My front circle is open, my back circle is closed. I'm gonna do 7 reps up and down, pull my weight side to side, a little pause. I'm open, little pause. And after my 7 reps, right, I'm gonna do a 7-second hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I'm gonna do a second set of 7 reps. Right, side to side. You see how my chest is open? I'm not collapsing down. If I am, I'm gonna correct myself. I'm flexing, I'm extending, I'm using my lats and my obliques to squeeze and pause, right? I get my second set of 7 reps down. I'm gonna do my second set, holding it for 7 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna do my third set. I'm up and I'm down. Back and I'm forth. If you notice, sometimes you get a couple bad reps, which is good. That's what you're training for, so you can balance and stabilize. And then I'm gonna hold it again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's in essence the exercise, right? For the single side, 7 reps followed up by a 7-second pause 3 times in a row. Now, on this last set, I did same side arm, same side leg, right? Now what I'm gonna do on my left side, I'm gonna do opposite arm, opposite leg, right? So now I'm balancing hard on my opposite foot. A little bit of a different balance, right? It's the concept of contralateral versus ipsilateral. What does it mean? Same side versus opposite side. There is a big difference. You're gonna have a preference of training one versus the other. You wanna get in the habit of training both, because they both have their purposes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm back again. Some of you guys who watched our coiling video, where we talked about the coil from David Wecker, the Weck method, this is basically coiling side to side, using my lats and obliques to stabilize and create motion and movement. Now you see what I'm doing with my arm here. I get this whipping and winging motion as I go to really help me expand and contract the side of my torso, which helps to the core motion that I'm doing. And you'd be surprised, you get a fucking ton of core work out of this. And for those of you guys who are worried about getting your six-pack, whenever you do the lateral flexion and the coiling, it's great for developing that like V-line you're trying to get for the summertime when you wear like the bathing suits. It's a phenomenal exercise for that. It's also gonna teach you how to keep your chest out, your shoulders back, and it's just gonna give you better positioning. So once again, I like using kettlebells. You can use kettlebells, you can use dumbbells, you can use a plate that has a handle on it. Doesn't really matter the weight. You wanna be 80-20. When you're standing on your stance, 80% of your weight on one foot, 20% on the other, just for balance purposes, right? And I'm shifting my weight side to side. The distance between my hip and my rib. 7 reps, followed up by a 7-second pause. 3 times on one side, 3 times on the other side. That is standing side oblique crunches. Hopefully that helped you guys out. Like I always say, give it a shot, try it out. If you have issues on it, please reach out to us, so either myself or one of our coaches can reach back out to you and give you some clarity and guidance on it. Guys, I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you haven't done so yet, please click the little bell icon either down below or down above, depending what platform you're watching on, to make sure you stay subscribed to all the different videos we put out each week. We put a ton of effort to keep bringing you guys more videos and just really keep giving you the same of the best material we do in our classes. So even if you can't make it down to our facility, you still have a way to train with us and improve your workouts and make 2022 the year you get it done. Thanks for stopping by. See you in the next one.